and I'm super excited for this costume, guys. I've been waiting to pull this off. I told you I was gonna go all out for Halloween, like completely 100%, 120% all out for Suicide Squad. But first of all, before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out to my absolute favorite Halloween store. As you guys already know, I'm pretty much sitting in that store right now. Well, not really, but I pretty much own everything from that store. Guys, you know it's Spirit Halloween, obviously. My whole set it's pretty much, actually 100% is Spirit Halloween. This is their costume. I am obsessed with it. I mean, guys, look at this wig. I am living for the blue and the pink. This Daddy's Little Monster shirt. I obviously put makeup on it. What I really love is I pretty much covered myself in all of these fake tattoos, if you can see, like all on my arm and stuff. They're so fun. And of course, guys, you cannot be Harley Quinn without these red and blue sparkly shorts. I got the studded belt from Spirit as well. Well, of course, that's what I'm saying. This is a whole Spirit Halloween costume, and these tights, which I'm living for. Holy crap. So if you guys want this epic Harley Quinn costume, then you need to go to Spirit Halloween. I'm gonna leave all of their links in the description box below, so their website, their YouTube, they have a YouTube channel, their Facebook, their Twitter, and their Instagram. Now getting into this video, guys, so I thought, you know, since I always like to match what the topic is of my video to my costume, so since I'm Harley Quinn, I thought our topic today could be about asylums, haunted asylums. So I chose 3 that I thought were very fascinating, very creepy. They're all different. They have different stories, and I just thought they would be really cool to share with you guys. So the first asylum is the Buffalo State Asylum, located in Buffalo, New York. This asylum opened up in the year 1880, and they really mistreated the patients. But that's one thing that all of these asylums kind of have in common back then, is they really mistreated the patients badly. So this asylum was very overcrowded, like extremely overcrowded. Many of these patients had to sleep on top of each other. That's how crowded it was. Like, it's not right. These patients were always covered in filth, and the doctors were constantly doing experiments on these patients. I'm talking very gory experiments. These doctors would cut open these patients' heads and go into their brains. They would fry their brains with electricity, or they would submerge the bodies in tubs of water for hours. So this asylum, it closed down in 1974, but to this day, there have been many reports from people, some weird things going on. Even though it's not an asylum anymore, but there's whispers that people have heard. People have snuck into this place, and so many people have heard screams, like loud agony screams, just coming from the hallways all over. And one of the creepiest things that people have seen is this dollhouse that's just sitting on the floor, in the middle of the floor. The second asylum is the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum that is located in Weston, West Virginia. So this asylum was originally supposed to hold only 600 patients. By the 1950s, more than 2,500 patients were there. I don't know how that works. I don't know. I mean, 600 and then 2,500. I mean, that's just crazy, and it's designed to only hold 600 people. A lot of these patients were kept in cages, and shock treatment was the norm. But guys, this was no ordinary asylum. I mean, people could be locked up into this asylum due to jealousy. Like, to all my ladies out there, like, your husband back then, he could have put you into this asylum for being jealous of you, or if he had suspicions of you for cheating or something like that. You could be locked up in this asylum with no proof that you have an illness. It's just because he's jealous, or he's insecure, or he thinks you're cheating on him. Like, that's crazy to me. One of the treatments that the doctors used on the patients here was called hydrotherapy. So it's kind of like the last asylum we were talking about, where they would submerge people's bodies in tubs of water for hours because apparently it would calm them down. Or they were hoping that it would calm them down. But this therapy was often abused. They said that they were giving it to patients that were out of control to calm them down, but really they were abusing it. They were really using it for punishment on these patients. So it wasn't calming them down. It was basically torture. Moving on to the last asylum. We are talking about the Willard Asylum for the Chronically Insane, located in Ovid, New York. So one of the weirdest things about this asylum, so in 1995, there were 400 suitcases, unopened suitcases, that they found in the attic. These suitcases, they contained personal items from between 1910 to 1960, luxury items. So it showed that these patients once lived a pretty normal life. In 1872, there was this article that was written in the New York Times about this girl that was locked up in this cell, chained up to the corner of a cell. This little girl. They said that this little girl was very destructive and disturbed. The doctors tried many things on this girl to calm her down, but there was one method that seemed to work the most, which was known as pulleying. That's where they would hang her from her thumbs, and apparently it would help to calm her down. There was also reports that she gave birth to 2 children while she was locked up. The fathers are unknown. So moving on today, there have been reports, and this actually terrifies me. Like, you guys know how I feel about female spirits in long white dresses and long black hair. I don't know what it is, but they terrify me to death, and that's usually what you hear about, are these spirits in white dresses. Like, you don't really, you know what I mean, and long black hair. But there is the spirit of a woman that people have seen with red hair. Like, I've never heard of that ever. This spirit has very long red hair, and she just walks around the hallways. That just terrifies me when I think about that. Like, I can see it in my head, and I would freak out if I saw that. People have heard her scream though. Like, she is known to scream in the middle of the night, and it's so loud and scary. So that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you really enjoyed my Harley Quinn costume. I know a lot of you guys do. I posted a picture on Instagram, and you guys are like, yes girl, slaying. Thank you guys so much. As always, you rock my world in the song lyrics of Michael Jackson. Hashtag team Britty44, hashtag Brethren, hey, and of course hashtag Brittyween, because it's Brittyween all throughout the month of October. It's Halloween on this channel. Well, it's always Halloween on this channel, but just this month I wear costumes. So thank you guys so much as always, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.